Hello there and welcome to the Wildcrafters. This episode is a collection of little moments from the past week. We've been working on our separate jobs during the mornings and took all afternoons to work outside, mainly in the garden. In the summer, we tend to work less for clients and more on our land, since the time we invest is well worth the money we end up saving by growing much of our food and medicine. A very kind neighbor gave us some prune trees and lilacs that was growing on our lawn, and Rémi planted about 15 of those. Painting in my studio for about 4 hours every day while Rémi is cutting down trees for a big project he's working on. I wanted to show you my current setup and also that my paintings doesn't usually look good in the beginning stages. Actually, they are very messy and weird until about the last 5 minutes when they kind of magically all come together. I also tend to work on 3 to 5 pieces at once. It keeps the inspiration flowing and is also much more efficient. After my painting session, I went and harvested some raspberry leaves from plants that will soon be covered with deep mulch. That's why I'm not very concerned about damaging the plants, but if I was in the wild, I would take the leaves very sparingly to keep the stalks growing strong. I consume raspberry tea daily as medicine to manage my endometriosis. It is such an ally to all women, and I will make sure to harvest enough for the year to come. When it was time to keep working on the garden, we discovered that something has completely destroyed our turnip patch.
C'est-tu toi qui as fait ça? C'est-tu toi? Qu'est-ce que t'as fait là?
The main suspect turned herself down to us pretty quickly, though. And we also caught her accomplice, which didn't show any sign of remorse. The main philosophy of permaculture is to focus on solution rather than on the problems, and that's what we did. No more turnips will suffer under the claws of Nanook running in circle in the garden just for fun.
I've been acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. So many times I cast away. Though stranger in this content, I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for
If you live in the middle of the forest as we do, you might know why we have those weird nets on our heads. June is when the bugs want to eat us alive, and it sure feels like hell for 3 weeks before they leave us alone, at least during the day.
Check ça le nombre de mouches que d'après le micro.
C'est dégueulasse, des mouches.
On dirait qu'ils veulent notre mort.
C'est un peu ça.
Je voyais pas les petits dessins.
The only thing left to do is to build a door to our new fence. That psychological barrier is enough to keep all dogs out of our crops, even the tiny little devil with no mercy for all chewable material. Meanwhile, the raspberry tea is dry and ready to be stored.
Michou, t'es pris.
Comme un vrai petit Miami.
Oui,
Lâche pas! Bravo!
On the weekend, we had cool enough weather that we could enjoy a little break from the mosquitoes. We decided to go on a walk to the top of the cliffs to show you the view.
Petit bébé. Je peux aller avec eux.
Bravo, Nico! Toute mouillée. Oh, baby.
Nishuk would have loved to tell you all a proper goodbye for this episode, but after all the emotions of her expedition, she could not. Have a good week.